Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melody and today I'm gonna do a vlog of what I did in the past few days. And at the moment I'm actually kind of sick. I was working very hard and that made me kind of weak. So I'm getting better now, but yeah, when I was shooting this I was still feeling healthy, so I came back from a nice trip and then I had a very nice breakfast with my friend who is Turkish. So we usually go for like a Turkish style breakfast, which is my favorite. And here I got ready. So the weather in Canada is still a little bit in between. So it was weekend here and I had to put on a jacket because it was still kind of cold. So I got ready and I was going to a museum. On weekends I usually like to do something fun with my time, go around the city and pretend like I'm a tourist or something. So I went to the museum. This was a very old Quran, which is the holy book of Muslims. Everything else here was from China. Even, yeah, those pieces were from China. I think they had a small group of Muslims. And I really love ancient pieces and looking at old stuff. And it makes me think about how life used to be back then and compare it to how we're living now. It's just thinking about these makes me yeah, it gives me a lot of things to consider. And here we were looking at some precious metals and meteors that came from outer space, and a lot of gold, which was very interesting. These are all gold pieces and some diamonds and rocks, which were just so beautiful to look at. As a girl, I wanted all of them. There were also some old pieces that were made by Van Cleef and Arpels, which, as you know, is a very, very famous jewelry brand. Then we saw some dinosaur stuff. Then we went to the section for Europe, and they had a lot of different armors and swords and guns. Then to Greece, Anatolia, and those places. So they have pretty much pieces from all the main locations in the world. Here's the Royal Ontario Museum's exterior. Then we went for some food at a Turkish restaurant. I got a beiti kebab, and these are all the desserts they have. Although I was full, I really wanted to try desserts as well. And then I went back to work on the Monday, grew some yeast cells, transformed some mutant DNA into them, and came back home. The next day I got ready. Usually I'm doing these overnight curls with my hair, which gives it a little bit of curling in the bottom part. So it is getting a bit warm, which is why I am wearing less clothes. But that day it got super rainy, and I had to basically run from the train station to my house, and I almost fell. So it was a very dramatic day. And then here's the day that I think made me sick because I did so much work for this purification. I was working for 13 hours straight, and all of it was intense work. Here I was grinding cells for 1 hour straight, just grinding and grinding until they turned into a paste, to kind of lyse the cells and break them open so that the proteins would be out of the cell and I could purify them. Then I froze my purified sample when it was nighttime and I was super tired. And after that I started to get weak, and then I got sick, which is why now my voice when I'm recording is very scratchy. So the sample is frozen, it's plunging into liquid ethane, and it's surrounded by liquid nitrogen. And then I transferred them to grit boxes and stored them away. So yeah, that's why the entire process required so much attention, and if something was screwed up, the entire day would get wasted. And yeah, I guess this stress is not something I'm used to, because in my previous work I was doing a few hours of work but every day. But in this new job everything is accumulated sometimes, and yeah, my body is not used to it. Then yeah, I dumped the rest of the liquid nitrogen in the tank, closed it, and this kind of keeps the samples frozen for a long time until we want to image them again with the microscope. And the weekend is here again. So I started to feel sick and ate soup, but yeah, now I'm fully sick and staying home. Thank you so much for watching. Love you.